Disney reportedly prevents Kathleen Kennedy from announcing new Star Wars projects. Well, that's the best decision Disney has made in a long time. Basically, you're coming out and saying, Kennedy, shh. All you do, Kennedy, is say, look at this movie coming out. Look at this. He gets a trilogy. Oh, it's going to be great. We gave one to this director, too. Oh, and he's got one, and she's got one, and this movie's coming out next year, and this movie's doing this. And then we wait. Then we wait to hear any news, and then all of a sudden, it's like, it's been delayed. It's been pushed back. What is going on over there at Lucasfilm?
Everything's perfectly all right now. We're fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you?
Exactly. It's a mess. It's not run properly. How do you have one of the greatest, if not the greatest IP ever? You take it and you literally flush it in the toilet. And then if it gets stopped up because it's trying to breathe a little bit, you just plunge it down even further. And right now you've got Andor, supposedly the greatest Disney Plus Star Wars show ever made, that no one is watching. People are burned out over Star Wars. They're tired. They're tired of these announcements, and then they're tired of you just pulling it away. They're tired of like crappy stories. They're tired of you insulting the fans. They're tired of all of it. And Star Wars is just sadly, if there is a Star Wars fatigue, I don't even know if that's the right term. I just think people are checked out and done. It's no secret that the lack of Star Wars news to come from either Celebration or the D23 Expo has been a major disappointment. That's not the only thing coming out of Lucasfilm that's been a major disappointment. I'll let the people comment in the chat what their favorite disappointment with Lucasfilm has been. Galactic Star Cruiser could be up there. The franchise's television future on Disney Plus is relatively clear for the next few years, though the theatrical waters remain murky. I've said this before, over and over. It looks like The Rise of Skywalker could be the last Star Wars film ever until there's new management. If they get new management, maybe we'll see Star Wars films again, but I will predict, and maybe I'm wrong, but I will predict we will not see another Star Wars film in the theater, no matter what anybody says, until there is new management at Lucasfilm. Such a tight-lipped approach at Star Wars Celebration was particularly perplexing, given the nature of the event and the lack of positive motion picture development in recent years. Newsflash, they have no idea what they're doing over there at Lucasfilm. If you look at the announcements, it's all about, hey, we got new TV shows coming up. Also, the High Republic. Everybody loves those books. Just wait a week, you'll find them in the bargain bin for 99 cents. And don't forget, everyone, spend $6,000 and come to our Star Wars hotel to meet Rey. While a more general presentation at D23 is acceptable and unsurprising, the Star Wars segment of Lucasfilm's time on stage only provided updates for shows that could have been done in tweets. Industry insider Matthew, I can't even pronounce that last name, Belloni, like baloney? Is this article baloney? Of Puck, reported that Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy was advised by Disney to stop announcing projects and creative partners. The article continues. The Rogue Squadron announcement video by Patty Jenkins and the Rian Johnson trilogy and the Game of Thrones guys, they also got a trilogy, are examples of Star Wars hype falling flat, an issue Disney is attempting to avoid. Well, let me give you some help there, Disney. You just need a fresh team. You need fresh faces over on Lucasfilm, people that understand Star Wars, people that love Star Wars. You keep hiring people that insult the original trilogy people. You keep throwing characters in our face that nobody cares about. Here is an example of some of the people you hired that make fun of one of the most beloved characters in Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, it just boils down to Star Wars is for everybody. And if you're not reflecting the people you see in the real world in your fantasy worlds, there's a problem. And I think it was really great that thank you. Let's clap for diversity. And dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs, yes.
But I just think it's like, that was for me the most exciting thing, is because, you know, as a kid, I got Lando. And then I got Mace Windu. Like, Mace Windu was solid. At least he was a Jedi instead of like a guy who was just trying to get into Leia's trousers. But like, I love Lando, you guys. I wrote a book. But yeah, so like I think it's just really nice to be able to include the people I know and love in my life and give them a character that reflects their identities as well.
And I know many people watching this video can honestly say many amazing things about Lando, but you keep hiring people like this and you expect them to just get in line. And when we don't like your product, you insult the paying customers, you insult the fans, and you call them some of the most harsh, disrespectful things known to mankind. Like, you just don't stop. And then you listen to Twitter and you're like, well, Reva is trending. That means everybody loves Reva. Let's sell the lightsaber that nobody wanted. This is why Star Wars hype is falling flat. And then you start pushing out stuff that you think that we want, but we don't want. But it doesn't matter to you because you don't listen or you don't feel the temperature in the room. This is why Star Wars is falling flat. And we can go over many different things as to why Star Wars now, in many people's opinion, is now a dead franchise. Who's to blame for the Star Wars news drought? You blame the leadership. I mean, that's it. You blame the leadership. I don't understand why they're sitting in a room wondering why nobody cares about Star Wars anymore. It baffles the mind. How could you sit there and wonder this? This is crazy. This is crazy. Started with The Last Jedi. You didn't care. You pushed out, another film, The Rise of Skywalker, which was a joke. Even your diehard Star Wars fans thought it was dumb. Then you threw in Solo, and Solo gets the blame for everything. Solo gets the blame for Star Wars fatigue, too many films. No. You guys are delusional over there on Lucasfilm. I'm telling you. That abruptly changed with the approach to Solo, and things haven't been the same since. It's not Solo's fault. Rogue Squadron isn't happening. We all agree. It's here. They say, we're just gonna push it back. That's what they say. It's a smart move on Disney's end from the PR standpoint. Star Wars movies have been a revolving door since the company acquired Lucasfilm. It's so sad. And with all that being said, look what just got leaked. A secret writer's room, a rising scribe, and a post-Skywalker timeline. A new Star Wars film, everyone, that's probably gonna feature the sequel trilogy. And you wonder why Star Wars is falling flat. Let's bring back Rey and all those people that everybody loved, Right? Everyone? Yeah? Everyone? They're the favorites, right? Yeah? Yeah? Star Wars.